the number one problem that all people face, right? That is lack of clarity and lack of vision. Hey everyone, I'm Gillis, and this is Abraham Carranza. Today, we're going to be talking on exactly that. What is that number one problem that everyone seems to face?
One of the biggest things that I've seen is going to be lack of vision. And if they don't have a good imagination or a good way to visualize it, see what they want, because again, we think in images, right?
Exactly.
And when we can't build an image, we don't know where we're going. Right? And the next thing would be their focus and will, right? Being able to go the distance, right? One of the things I've noticed in people, a lot of times they fail when they quit, right? They don't see it, they keep trying and they don't see it, or they don't see the how,
Right.
And they end up letting go of the dream, they let go of the goal.
Yeah, because they no longer believe it's possible, or that, oh, it's not for me, or, you know, we come up with all these different excuses and reasons on why we couldn't do it, but ultimately it's because that underlying fear, right, and disbelief that we could do it.
Right. Fear, doubt, and worry creeps in, and then majority will give up.
Yeah.
And they let go of the goal. And then, again, the goal is gone, the dream is gone, and they'll be okay for a little while, and they go and set another goal. Mm-hmm. And before long, this becomes the automatic. This becomes a habit.
A cycle. Yeah. So then you end up always, and then you get in the habit of always quitting on yourself and not achieving anything, and then you get really frustrated, and then you're wondering why you have anxiety, depression, all these different things, which then become the expression of you not fully expressing who you are.
The fulfillment. You're not being fulfilled, and you're not expressing that fulfillment, and you keep letting it go. And you're beating yourself up. And again, this is all mental modes that we go through. People go through these mental modes, these mental moods, and what's happening is that becomes a habit of behavior. And it's a cycle. Everybody's felt a cycle. They don't know where, like, what is this invisible thing that keeps coming back through, or it keeps creeping out, or right when I'm fixing to win, or I think I'm going to win, something happens and it takes it away. What is that?
Well, again, it's the programming. It's the fear, doubt, and worry always creeping in and disguising itself in the most convenient form.
Yep.
And a lot of times we're not even aware of it happening. I mean, you can even be having a conversation and you feel like you're consciously speaking, but really you're operating from that unconscious part based on, it's a reaction to whatever the conversation is about.
The stimuli, the outside stimuli. So when we start looking at our outside world, we're looking at the outside stimuli. And that's controlled by this. A lot of general rule of thumb, people are being controlled by the senses.
Mm-hmm. Action, reaction.
Right. So they get stuck. And how can we help them get unstuck? So right now we kind of give you guys some different perceptions on different things that are happening whenever people are working towards a goal. We give you different imagery so that because again, we think in images, so we need images to understand the way the mind works and the body's working, right? Mm-hmm. How can we help somebody stay on the track to success?
Well, the biggest thing, first off, is you need, of course, like we already said, is you really need to know exactly where you're going, what that looks like, what is it you actually want to experience, and allow yourself to dream in that and to experience it and to be in it, right? Because we may have a concept or an idea of what it looks like, but we really have to see ourselves being that person, walking as that person, experiencing that, and really get fine detailed on what that is and utilize your senses as if you're already there.
Visionary is a big thing for us. Anybody that's successful, or any businessman that's successful, they're going to find one of the biggest things they have is you're going to find a visionary. You're going to find somebody that can think into the future. They have a great imagination. They have ability to think. And again, mental activity does not constitute thinking. Thinking is visionary. It's thinking into the future. It's thinking, being able to think of the unseen causes, unseen forces, being able to create a reality in a vision that's nobody's seen before, right? So everything's created twice, but what we miss is it's first created in the imagination.
Exactly. It's like Vincent van Gogh's, one of my favorite quotes by Vincent van Gogh, I dreamed my painting, then I painted my dream.
Right. And this is the way we want to live. And if we can really understand the truth and the law and order of things, everything begins first in the mind. Everything always originates in the imagination. And this is how we can bring thinking stuff into form. This is where realities are made. This is where dreams are made. This is where people achieve the unbelievable, right? Faith.
His ability to see that.
No, I was thinking of his name right now. Can't think of his name right now.
I'm not sure which one you're at.
It's Faith. It's on
Okay.
Faith. Tennyson. I can't remember his first first name.
I can't remember.
But faith is the ability to see the invisible, believe in the incredible, and that allows you to achieve what the masses call impossible. And using these laws and applying them, right? We know and we don't do. We know that there's something out there, but we don't do it. We know that some people have this information, but we don't go study it. We know that
we can do more, have more, experience more.
But we don't go and research. We don't go study from those people.
Or we don't take the actions that we know already to do to be able to get to those results. And again, that boils down to, 1, the self-image, and 2, the fear, doubt, and worry.
Yep. You're not living the way you're living by accident. You're living that way by program. It's a design and it's a model. And if you want to break out of it, you have to give yourself command and start moving yourself in that direction. You're going to have to learn something you didn't know. You're going to have to apply things and do things that you're not used to doing. And this is what we do. We teach people to do that.
Exactly. Because then it unlocks the inner you, the real you that is behind the program, the true creative side of you, where you get to just enjoy and create all day, right? The more understanding and awareness that you get, the more then you get to play and create all day and have fun and enjoy your life and not wake up trying to hit the snooze button to go back to bed, or not go to work wishing that you were doing something else. You actually get to do exactly what it is that you want and experience whatever it is, you see yourself doing.
Yep, and you've got to see it. Again, it starts with the vision. So weakness of attention and poverty of the imagination. Mm-hmm. So start working on the opposite of those things, and set the direction, set the targets, mm-hmm. and persistence. Mm-hmm. Persistence is key, and the will to succeed.
Mm-hmm. The continued pursuit of what sets your soul on fire.
Definitely.
Awesome, everyone. Hope this serves you, and have a fantastic day.
Have a great day, guys.